Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sankara. Today we are going to discuss a case law on the professional ethics, particularly the directions of the Honorable Supreme Court to dispose the petitions of misconduct against the advocates within 1 year by the Bar Council of the concerned state as well as the Bar Council of India. So this is the crux of the judgment or direction given by the Honorable Supreme Court of India while dealing with the case of K. Anjanappa versus K.C. Krishna Reddy in civil appeal number 7478 by 2019 on 17th December 2021. You can see the citation in live law 2021 SC 750. So the two judges bench of Supreme Court, Justice M.R. Shah and Madam B.V. Nagaratna, they issued directions to the state bar councils as well as the Bar Council of India to complete the so-called inquiry and decide the complaint within 1 year. If not, what happens? This is what you have to know. I think most of the students who have completed the professional ethics, they know that Section 35 of the Advocates Act 1961 gives enormous powers to the Bar Council of a state to punish the advocates for their misconduct. Please remember, misconduct is of both sides. One is professional misconduct and even other misconduct also. So it is very clearly stated where on receipt of a complaint or otherwise, a state bar council has reason to believe, the state bar council has reason to believe that any advocate on its roll has been guilty of professional or other misconduct. This is more important. Professional or other, it shall refer the case for disposal to the disciplinary committee. So normally there will be 3 or more disciplinary committees for every bar council, and normally they follow the civil procedure. They will give the leverage of appointing an advocate also on behalf of the advocate. Yes, he can be assisted by an advocate like that. All the privileges are there. Only thing is, actually, Section 35 gives the power to the Bar Council to conduct an inquiry into the allegations. Then, Bar Council of India, disciplinary powers of the Bar Council of India. Section 36, please refer to subclause 2. Not so, if the Bar Council of a state cannot, 36B you can say simply. So, if the Bar Council of a state cannot complete, or they have written the passive sentence, passive voice. Proceedings shall be concluded within a period of 1 year from the date of receipt of the complaint. Right? If not, the Bar Council of India, it will be transferred to the Bar Council of India. So if it is not completed within 1 year, there will be. So like that, 1,273 complaints have been transferred to Bar Council of India. And Bar Council of India, actually, what is the function of Bar Council of India? To protect the interests of the advocates, to see the welfare of the advocates, to punish the misbehavior of the advocates. Right? Now, this is not only the job, so many other jobs are there. They have to look to the welfare, they have to keep up the privileges, they have to look to the interests of the advocates also. So, however, now coming to the points of our particular case, actually, Anjanappa, who is the appellant in this case, he filed a complaint before the Bar Council of the combined state of AP in 2013. This is case number 20 by 2013 against the respondent who is an advocate, K.C. Krishna Reddy, for professional misconduct. Right? So, maybe there may be so many reasons. In 2014, our separate Bar Council has come. Whatever be the conditions, whatever may be the reasons, the inquiry could not be completed within 1 year. Therefore, as per Section 36B, this matter has come to the Bar Council of India. But still, Bar Council of India has also not completed their inquiry. Bar Council of India has dismissed the complaint. Why? This is a very peculiar reason. Anjanappa and the second complainant, Mr. Lakshminarayana, both of them filed the so-called plaint or complaint to the Bar Council against Krishna Reddy. But this was not signed by the second complaint, Lakshminarayana. Therefore, since Lakshmana did not sign the complaint, so the appellant argued in the manner, and ultimately, basing on the contention of the advocate, the petition has been dismissed. So aggrieved by the order of the Bar Council of India, now the matter has come to the Supreme Court. This is the general thing. But what happened is, while dealing with a particular case, so it has come to light that 1273 complaints were transferred to Bar Council of India as they were not completed within one. So of course, the reasons given by the Bar Council is that due to pandemic, but Supreme Court is not convinced. This is not particularly this matter. This is a matter of 2013. Pandemic in 2020. How can you compare the pandemic? It's not correct. So in this connection, Honorable Supreme Court of India placed reliance on the celebrated case of R. Muthukrishnan versus Registrar General High Court of Madras, 2019, SCC 407. So they have referred. And V.C. Rangadurai versus D. Gopalan, 1979 case. Then Kokkada B. Pundacha versus K.D. Ganapati, asking him to give money, 2011. And to cite, not the least, Bar Council of Maharashtra versus M.E. Dholkar, 1976. And Mangu Simham versus Bar Council of AP, 1983. So all these things, they are referred. Anyway, it is the duty of the Bar Council to complete the so-called inquiry within 1 year. Right. Now, to expedite the matters, the Supreme Court of India suggested the recruitment of the retired judicial officers to the Bar Council so as to assist them to see that the inquiry is completed as expeditiously as possible. This is a novel idea, good idea by the Supreme Court. If the Bar Council follows the same, of course, if they put an objection that who is going to give the money to them, honorarium to them, it may be an objection. But anyway, suggestion by the Supreme Court is very good. We have to appreciate it also. Otherwise, lot many, when once a person complains against an advocate regarding the professional misconduct, it should be decided. If the complaint is wrong, that man, this will be dismissed. If the allegation is correct, such advocate should not thrive in the even when they are not eligible to wear the black gown. So they should be shunted out from the judicial fraternity. So this should be done as expeditiously as possible. Otherwise, things will be like this only. So very good session, very good direction by the Honorable Supreme Court of India. And you please read the judgment and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you very much.